Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have my baby right here and she may be happy, she may not be. Today I wanted to go into how I cope with my shopping addiction and the steps I take to help myself not fall into my cycle of addiction. So some of these are going to be pretty self-explanatory and some of them are not. So the first and major drastic step I took after struggling with my addiction for 2 years on my own and not really finding any headway of doing this cycle over and over again and thinking this time I'm gonna do it, is that I asked my husband for help. I sat down with him and I said, I need help, I have a problem. And yes, he was upset. There was a period of time where he was very angry with me, but eventually he said, okay, we're gonna do this together and I'm gonna help you. And I told him, I need you to take away my money. I need you to take away my money. Like, if I have access to the money, in my first part of my healing process, it's just not working. I'm just gonna buy something eventually. And you have to have a partner that you trust for this, or a mom or a father. You can't have somebody who's abusive. It can be a sign of abuse when one spouse controls the money, but my husband isn't like that. He's helping me with my problem. So what he did is we set up a bank account for me, just me, and he puts $200 in there a month for me to do whatever I need to do, and I just have $200. So if I spend it all on shopping in the first day, I have no money for the rest of the month, and he's not going to give me any money for the rest of the month. We go grocery shopping together, so he just uses his credit card for grocery shopping. He puts gas in my car. I still have access to all the things that I need to be a functioning adult, but I don't have access to the credit card to just go shopping online. Now, the problem was, what I found out is that I can sign up for my own credit card on PayPal with PayPal Credit, which is what I did when I had an addiction cycle, and then I spent money on my own credit card on PayPal Credit. So you also probably should freeze your credit if you're going through this. That's the next step I'm going to do, is I'm going to freeze my credit so that I can't just, if I'm in a really deep, dark place, sign up for my own credit card and just start the cycle without my husband's knowledge. So I had to tell my husband I made a mistake. I signed up for my own credit card and I now have $3,500 in debt after 6 months. I didn't tell him for 6 months. But it was really humbling to ask my husband for help. It was really embarrassing. It was really awkward. I did not want to do it, but I needed to do it in order to heal. And I'm being very honest with you guys. The second thing I have learned is that Facebook ads make me feel inadequate and make me feel like I need whatever it is showing me in order to be happy. So I got rid of my Facebook, and recently I got back on Facebook and I spent $400. So I need to not be on Facebook, or at least not have access to money while on Facebook, because seeing other people's stuff they post and the ads on Facebook, it's very triggering to me. Another thing that I do, and I don't know if this is healthy or not, but it does help me. So those $200 I get a month from my husband, if I really think I need X, Y, or Z in clothes, I will go to Goodwill. I will go Goodwill thrifting until I find what it is, and I'm only paying a few dollars for it. So if I am buying something that I don't need, I feel a little bit better about it, because at least it's from Goodwill. At least I can return it to Goodwill or give it to a friend, and it's only going to be a few dollars. It's not going to be like something from the internet that's like a $50 dress. Really, the biggest things that have helped me is not having access to money right now. Being honest with my husband, completely honest. Like, I will tell him, if he's like, hey, I don't really want to go grocery shopping this weekend, can you do it? I'll give you the credit card. Being very honest with him and saying, you know, I am really depressed. I'm in a really dark place right now. I can't handle having the credit card. Like, I will disappoint you. And there has been a few times in the last 3 months where I have said, I can have the credit card, and I have gone shopping, and I have stayed under the budget, or I have said, I'm gonna buy this and this, and I've only gone out and bought this and this. And I'm really proud of myself. I'm really proud of myself for doing that. In the last 3 months, I have purged and binged in shopping once. And I'm really proud of myself. I spent $400, like I said, on nursing clothes at Boob Design, and I think I might have to return them. I'm not sure, but we are in the process, like I said before, of freezing my credit, and that's going to help me. So the last thing that I'll talk about is recognizing that the voice in your head that's telling you you're going to be happy by buying these things is lying to you. That voice in my head, that feeling, that irresistible urge I get to go shopping and buy things and have new things because I deserve it and I had a hard day, it's a lie. Those things are going to come in the mail and I'm going to use them a few times and they're not going to make me happy and I'm just going to discard them. And seeing this cycle in my life over and over and over again has helped me come to that realization. So when I hear that voice, I'm better at silencing it or saying, you know what? These things are not supposed to bring me joy and they're not supposed to make me high and make me happy. What should make me happy, what should bring me the deepest joy is reading my Bible and worshiping God and doing God's will. And that's what I need to be pouring my life into, not in shopping and buying things and waiting for them to arrive. That should not be the main source of my joy. Like, it's certainly okay to go shopping sometimes, but for me, since it's such an addiction, it's hard for me to differentiate a lot between I want this item and I need this item because I just want so many things when I see them and I have such a strong urge to buy them and I would literally try to manipulate my way into getting them. Right now, what I do when I see something I want, when I see anything that I want, I write it on a list and I revisit that list every few days. I revisit that list every few months. And I only buy something if it's still on the list after a month or two. For example, I recently bought myself an eyeshadow palette and it's been on my list for about 2 to 3 months. I've researched this, I've talked to other people about this. I do need some new eyeshadow. I will use this product. I don't feel like that was a purchase that was made an impulse, a purchase that was made with addiction in mind. I feel really good about that purchase. I talked to my husband about it. It was very disclosed. So I hope this video, I know it's been really rambly and all over the place, but I hope this helps you guys. If you are struggling with addiction or if you know somebody who's struggling with addiction. So in part 3, next time, I'm going to make a video about the hard things about dealing with a shopping addiction, like the things that are really difficult and that I've found have been hurdles along the way.